Have you ever noticed that almost every retirement conversation starts with some sort of the form of what's your retirement number? Maybe yours is $1 million, maybe two, maybe more, less. Maybe you don't even know what your number is, but you've heard your friends talk about theirs. It's become almost like a badge of honor in some sort of weird way. I finally hit my number, but can I tell you something that I've noticed over the years after helping people retire? I've never had someone hit their number, walk into my office and say, Camille, perfect. I have absolutely nothing to worry about. It's literally never happened. Instead, here's what I hear. Can I actually spend this? What happens if the markets crash after I retire? Should I wait to take Social Security? What if one of us needs long-term care? Can we help our kids without hurting ourselves? Do you notice something? None of those are actually about the number. They're about life. I'll never forget a couple who came into my office after they had finally crossed their number, their $2 million mark. The husband walked in smiling. He looked proud, and honestly, yeah, he should have been. They had worked incredibly hard for decades. As we sat down, he said, Camille, we finally made it. I smiled and I asked, made what? He laughed and said, our number. But then over our conversation, he really started talking about different things. He still had questions on, do you think we can actually retire? And so on and so forth. And I remember driving home and I went, you know what? If he can't answer those questions, maybe the number really was never the answer. And that's exactly what I believe. I think we've accidentally spent 40 plus years having people chase a balance instead of teaching them what that balance is supposed to do. Let me explain. Imagine two couples, both retire with exactly $2 million, same age, same investment balance. If retirement was simply about reaching a number, their retirement should be almost identical, right? But they don't. The first couple, they own their own home. They each are receiving Social Security, one has a pension, and their favorite vacation is renting a cabin near the lake to just hang out with their grandkids. They're happy. The second couple also has $2 million. They're still making mortgage payments. They want to spend 3 months every year traveling overseas. Healthcare, a little bit more expensive. They're also helping a daughter who maybe was recently divorced. Same money, completely different retirements. That's because retirement isn't built around an account balance. It's built around the life you're trying to create. One of the first things I ask people isn't how much do you have, it's what do you want retirement to look like? Because if I don't understand that number doesn't mean very much. Here's a simple exercise I'd encourage you to do this week. Instead of opening your retirement account and asking, how much do I have? Ask yourself these questions instead. What kind of life am I trying to build? What will that life actually cost each month? And what job does my money need to do to make that possible? I promise you. These 3 questions will teach you far more than checking your balance for the 10th time this month because you know what? After meeting with so many retirees, people don't spend 40 years saving money because they want a certain number on a statement. Some kind of do, but it's more because they expect that number to give them some sort of freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to say yes to experiences, freedom to help people they love. The number was never the dream. The life was. And I think that's a conversation worth having.